All right, here we go. Spawning down in the bottom right. It is Classic. In the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top left for onside gaming. It is Solar. In the blue. Pretty nifty stuff coming out of Classic in that previous series. Playing very well. Very aggressively in general with the shading. Sometimes a little bit too aggressive with some of his unit movement, but ultimately paying off and getting him a victory against Scarlet, which is no mean feat. Sasha, quite impressive. Extremely impressive, in fact. Now, what are we going to be seeing here from these two players? We've got the probe just being a nuisance here. Unsurprising. Solar, he is a player that has not tried out this 15 hatch very much at all. I think I've seen him go for just like the 13 Overlord standard setup, just cut one drone to get a 15 hatch. But I don't think he's gone for any extractor trick shenanigans a la Eric or anything like that. But kind of neat. Kind of neat to see him just doing his thing. Oh, drone. Oh, okay, yeah. Good job, Solar. Not letting Classic get the best of him. Solar also the kind of player that will pull a drone and just say, nah, you don't do this anymore. You stop. You stop right now. Thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch. But unfortunately, he's a Zerg, so that's not really an option. Quick chrono boost. Always worthwhile to chrono boost at least one adept out. Ooh. Faking no warp gate. Oh, that's cute. That is a really cute move. So he fakes the no warp gate to make it look like a Stargate, but it is in fact a Twilight Council. Is this going to be DT drop or something? That would actually be really cool. However, it would kind of potentially backfire on him because he might end up forcing spores if that were the case. We'll see in a moment if that's what he elects to go for. Basically, as you get up to 100 gas is when you would pull... Okay, there we go. It is going to be Resonating Glaives. Never mind. Still, neat play. Ooh, or Adept will get forward. Will grab one drone. Shades into the natural as well. Good job from Classic. Just finding little openings here. Classic actually not going to be going for anything further. Will be the 4-gate glaives and Solar. Okay, look at this, doing his diligence. He did go for the double Overlord Scout 2 across the map, which the Korean players feel a lot more comfortable doing, and he will see exactly what this is. Ooh, Adept on the other side of the map. He's going to get in here. Get back in here. We'll find 3 drones. That is great damage. Ooh, meanwhile, Ling's on the other side of the map. They try and find an Adept. They do get one. That is actually really nice in the context of the game. Are we going to see the pylon canceled? If he cancels it... Oh, nice job from Classic. Very nice. However, this will let the Lings in, and they do find one probe. Can he get anything more? Oh, he gets out hilariously. Solar already starting up Roach production. He is just going for the single gas. It's not going to be that Dark Roach, Dark 3 Ravager opening. Which is just as well because Classic is going for the Robotics Bay. Solar didn't see the gas, or he saw it canceled potentially. Adept's not going to shade forward. There's like very few Lings here. Not a lot of Lings to ghost the shade. So this is going to be a little bit difficult on the defense. And all it takes is a moment of inattention. Nice transfuse right there on the first Roach. second one will get taken down. There is the shade forward, but the Lings are prepared. Queen body blocking a little bit of the surround surface area, but still, Classic is going to get in here. We'll be able to find quite a few drone kills behind this, though. I mean, the shade into the main base was a quick drone pull. Does get out of here rather quickly and succinctly. And now I think we might just need to see a recall out of Classic. Oh, he's going to try and open things up at the front. Okay, there we go. Adepts are faking the shade. I'm surprised we haven't seen a recall yet, but actually, hang on. He might kill this Roach Warren. He's going to force his opponent to come up to him. Oh, this would be... Oh, kill the Roach one. Yeah, target it, target it. There we go. Nice stuff. And the Adepts do cancel the shade. He actually will recall out now. Gets a Queen as well. With the War Prism Adepts, this is a very successful attack so far. He's only lost 6 Adepts. That seems impossible. 2 more Adepts having gone down at other stages. And now this is going to go into the Disruptor drop Adept push. We've seen Max Packs kind of pioneering this a little bit. It is a strong play. Really strong play. So the Adepts, they're able to be extremely mobile. And then they pair extremely well with the Disruptors because the Disruptors kind of force you to split, which means that the Adepts are just free-firing during that time. Oh, Disruptors. Nope, it's just going to be the Adepts for now. There's the Disruptor shot. Will grab... Well, it actually hits 2 Queens. And now look at that. He forces the army to the left side. Cancels the shade. And he's going to force a bunch of lost mining time here. Actually going to get this hatchery very low on HP. He's going to cancel the shade again. Finds another Queen. Almost 2 more. Actually, no, will get 1 more. Disruptor shot. That gets the last Queen right there. This is looking just completely over. There is a counterattack on the other side of the map. Disruptor shot will get a couple of units. Adepts will get jumped here. And the Disruptors are going to be forced to disengage. But now the Adepts down, they do shade forward. Yeah, that's got to be the right call. One of them does lag behind, will get surrounded. But Solar is just he's getting out-muscled at this point. And the Ling's not going to be enough to deal with this. Disruptor shot was going to finish off the hatchery. Classic takes a very impressive game number 1. Oh my goodness. And here we go, game number 2. Spawning up at the top left for Onside Gaming, it is Solar. In the blue. And his opponent going with the 13 Pylon to ensure the hatch block. It is Classic. In the red. And I gotta say, he has just been looking so on fire. Absolutely lighting it up in the last couple of weeks. And Solar, who has historically had very good PvZ or ZvP and still does, is actually starting to struggle just a little bit against Classic. Classic's had his number the last couple times that they've played, and it's not really looking any different right now. Yeah, I'm just really thoroughly impressed by what we're seeing out of Classic so far. And I feel like a lot of Protoss players are starting to realize that Zerg players do in fact have limits. That you cannot do everything all the time. There are physical limits to what Zerg players can do, and things like Glaive Adept play, Disruptor drops, they really do exploit that that physical limitation of not being able to actually do everything that you would like to do as a Zerg player. Now, we are going to be seeing just a little bit of a nuisance harassment coming in from Classic, as to be expected, as we've already seen. Solar sneaking a Ling off to the left side, going to try and get a scout here, and I do like that. I do like the concept. Even just threatening this could potentially force the Adept to not shade forward. Oh, actually, hang on. This is great for Solar, because he gets to see the Adept come over to the left side. The Adept does spot this Ling. That's actually really nice for Classic. And he's going to be able to... Ooh, not quite get the kill. Nice micro there from Solar to save that. And actually gets a fair amount of damage on that Adept. So good job. Good read from Solar. And he will just very gently boop the snoot of his opponent. Bop him on the schnoz. Nice stuff. As game 2 shakes out, we will see Classic looking around, sharking around potentially with this Oracle. But for now, it looks like he wants to take the Nexus off the back of this. Oh. So he'll wait maybe until he can warp in an additional unit and then send the double Oracle across the map. That's probably what it's going to be. Just want to make sure that, yeah, I don't get kind of caught out. Okay, no, he's actually just going to wait until the Stalker can get back in position. Now he'll move out. Yeah, 2 Adepts is going to be able to beat a pretty decent number of units. I'm totally okay with that. Oh, Oracles do manage to find an opening, taking a bold path through the natural. We'll grab 2 drones. Solar with a nice quick pull. Oh, okay. Good stuff from Solar. Paying attention to that idle worker button. Classic moving forward with a couple of Adepts. How many Lings do we have on the field? There are 15 Lings. So it's very important that he does not shade forward. Could have potentially found some drones on the transfer. Yeah, not going to shade forward. That would have been extremely bold. And you want these Adepts for things like Revelation. Ooh, nice job. He's able to grab 3 Creep Tumors right there with the 2 Revelations. That's extremely effective. Wouldn't mind him sticking around for a little bit to try and find the rebuilt Creep Tumor, because you got to assume there's going to be a rebuild. Oh, and actually, he will go... No? Okay. Well, that kind of... Huh. I would have really liked to have seen him turn on the Oracle's Pulsar Cannon on the higher energy setup. Solar is going for a rather large counterattack of Lings. And it's only 2 Oracles. They're on the other side of the map. This will be a full wraparound on this. Solar getting the jump on his opponent. Now the Oracle does find 3 drones in the natural, but he loses it. This is an extremely good sequence for Solar. Classic getting distracted heavily and really getting punished hard for it. Solar going in at the exact perfect time with those Lings. We are going to see a rather quick Templar Archives coming on in. And it looks like it's going to be another fast Storm at a Classic. And I got to say, I do like it a lot, especially with this high-yield Assimilator coming on in. Nice job from Classic, clearing out the Watchtower. Will start to put on pressure with his +1 Blink Stalkers. Meanwhile, Ling's in the middle. Okay, Oracle's going to be able to cover this base. That's good. We are going to be seeing a very quick Hive as well as the Hydra Dens. This is going to be Roach, Ravager, Lurker. Probably into rather fast Vipers as well. This is going to be quite good against Quick Storm. Lurkers, well, they do very well against Storms. Oh, Oracle will be able to escape on out. No problemo. As Solar sneaks in, snipes a probe, just zoops on out. Not bad, not bad. There's the high yield base being taken by Solar here. Oracle, it'll revelate, sees the gases at this newest base. That's not going to be enough to tell him exactly what's going on. He hasn't been able to see even a layer complete, let alone that the hive was started and is now done. This is a very fast hive and a very fast range for the lurkers. I like that Solar is playing a very different style here, and right now there's really nothing that deals with this at all. We're just now seeing a robotics facility finish on up. Yeah, this could be a very tough game for the Protoss if he doesn't figure out that these lurkers are on the way very soon. Okay, there we go. He does see them. Does see the lurkers morphing on in. And I think... Okay, he's going to go straight up into carriers. He actually started a Phoenix. I think that was literally just him, like, panic pressing buttons. Templar Archives getting contaminated. Unfortunately, Storm is already done. Would have been great on the +2. That would have been really nice. Now, this is a lot of High Templar. And a lot of High Templar energy with Storm. But this is a bold move to try and push into lurkers. Okay, yeah, he's just going to back away. Trying to posture. I mean, do you really have time to get anything up and running? I think Tempests might be the right call here with how late this was scouted. Tempests just get out so much faster than the carriers, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he decides to go for. That's a nice Storm on actually a good number of lurkers. But look at these lurker spines. They're just getting so much value on anything they connect with. One of them does get taken down. I really feel like Solar can be a little bit more aggressive with how he's doing this. Roach Ling on the bottom side will actually find a little bit of an opening here. Is this going to depower this cannon? It does. Okay, that pylon just barely not in range to power this. And that actually gets 2 gateways as well. And now the Roaches can use the gateways against the Zealots. Lurkers still not going to be able to break through. And now that we are going to see the first 3 Tempests hitting the field, they're not good in terms of DPS, but they will outrange these lurkers and will give you an opportunity to deal with them. So far, Classic's Storms have been very good at zoning and keeping Solar from actually breaching the ramp. But there we go. We got Solar now sieging the static defense from the low ground. He's going to knock out these rocks almost coincidentally, although he actually did target them. There's the revelation coming on in. Tempests are going to start to chip away at these lurkers. And this will drive Solar back. Very nice job so far from Classic. Oh, that's a bold blink, but he snipes down the lurker and just gets out. Where's... That had to have been revelated, right? Yeah, it must have definitely been revelated. Ooh, Zealot warping in the natural expansion. These are +2 Zealots, but there's a little bit too much. Well, not a little bit too much. Way too much Roach Ravager with the Ling support to do anything. Tempests continuing to move forward. Tectonic Destabilizers is also being researched. Where is the revelation? Where are the observers? Oh, there was a Stalker that got stuck in the middle between the rocks, it looks like. Tectonic Destabilizers are going to be really nice against the Spore setup, but there's honestly not a ton of Spores, so it is kind of strange to get it this early. It's going to be great against this particular hatchery right here. Ooh, Corruptors are going to pop on out. Storm coming on in on the ground army. Also hitting these Corruptors. Hiding against the Corruptors and some really nice Storms. But the Corruptors are still going to be able to survive for the most part. Tempests, I think he only lost... Yeah, he only lost 2 Tempests. Did lose 4 High Templar during that, though. I didn't even notice those High Templar go down. And that could lead to a huge moment of vulnerability. We've got 4 more fresh Templar warping on in. Solar might actually just run him over right now. There's no Storms available. And the Lurkers are going to siege this base instantly. There's the... Oh, all the High Templar are going to get taken down. There is finally an Immortal on the field. but it is far too little too late. Tempests are really being controlled so well. Is there actually a way to do this with... No, there's 14 Corruptors. Yeah, the Corruptors are just going to dive the Tempest now. Tempest's already so fragile, but a lot of them were low on HP to begin with. And Lurkers are going to siege this base. We're going to game number 3, I think. Is it a little early to call? I don't think so. This tech is completely countered. I mean, there's not a ton of Lurkers. We're up to 5 Stargates now, by the way, and Classic does have a huge mineral bank and even a decent gas bank. But I just don't see how he can deal with what Solar has. Solar's just kind of all over him at this point. The Lurkers got caught scouted very late in general, so the counter was a little bit late as well. We do see some nice target fire from Classic right there, able to pick off a couple of the Lurkers. Solar, though, remains maxed out during all this. And, yeah, I just don't know what you can do at this point. Classic is doing everything he can. He is microing his units to perfection. And the Immortals coming out 2 at a time is very nice. But now the Lurker count is actually up to an absurd 13 Lurkers. And these are +2 melee or missile Lurkers as well. Not +2 melee. They've got a good concave that's going to deal with this army on the right side pretty much completely. Storm's going to try on in, only going to get a couple of units. And the Zealots get obliterated. The army gets obliterated. Solar remains maxed out and will take game number 2. All right, here we go. Game number 3, spawning down on the bottom left for onside gaming. It is Solar. In the red. And his opponent spawning up at the top right. It is Classic. In the blue. Classic going for the 14 pylon single, well, I guess double probe play. Where you send 1 from your main, 1 to build the pylon. A little bit later. Solar's just going to take the vertical base here. Not taking the pocket base. Not a huge deal. Oh, where that probe was going, I had just a little inkling that we might have been seeing a cannon rush, but nope, that is not what we're going to see. Not yet. Not this time. Classic just going to continue to commit misdemeanor violence on these drones. Disruption. As you do. Yeah, Classic caught the transition to Lurkers just way too late there. Even the double Immortal transition that he tried going for, if he could have gotten that up and running a little bit faster, would have been such a nice situation. Such a helpful thing to have like 4 Immortals in the middle while he was dropping those constant storms on the Lurkers. Now, the Stalkers were, of course, more mobile and able to get out of the way of the Lurker spines, but when the Lurkers are setting up just right across from your base, so difficult to deal with. It is worth noting, by the way, that it is tough to get a scout on Neo-Humanity into the Zerg main base when your opponent takes the base pattern that Solar did. Not easy to get that scout. We are going to see, a Ling trying to sneak in on the top side. Will get intercepted. Oh, does he cancel the shade? He does. That's actually very nice for Solar. He gets to force the Adept Shade to cancel and keeps the Ling alive for a little bit. We'll just kind of try and draw it up to the left side. Nice decision. Nice job from Solar. Very quick reaction time. Classic this time is going back into the Oracle play. Very nifty. Big fan, big fan. It's so funny how much always happens during a game. There's so much jockeying and positioning and little games, mini games within the big game. So, for example, that single Ling being used to distract Classic. Ooh, Oracle will get in here. We'll grab a couple of drones just before the Spore Crawler completed. And look at that. The Oracle takes exactly 60 damage, does not suffer a single point of hull damage, and we'll just get on out. Now, what's the queen positioning like in the main base? There is only one queen here, and the Spore just now starting. If the second Oracle had gone to the main base, there was an opportunity there. A big one. Ooh, behind this, we're going to be seeing... No, it's probably not going to be Glaive Adepts. Yeah, he's getting those 2 gases. Could still be. We'll see in a moment. Okay, it is. It is. Meanwhile, 3 drones do go down at the third base. Oh, takes a bit of an awkward angle as he cuts through. Does get 2 more drones. Wow, these are some very low HP Oracles. Now, these Adepts. Okay, because he shades forward, he doesn't have a way out. Not at the moment. He's going to cancel the shade. I mean, he doesn't have a way out. He just moves back. There was no Lings there to punish. Only 10 Lings on the field anyways. Meanwhile, the Oracle's taking, wow, down to 4 HP. 4 HP on the hull. Oof. This is really interesting that he's gone for 4 gases while getting the Glaives follow-up. The Star Glaives play. Zest used to love doing this all the time. All the time. And I really like the way that Classic is denying Solar's Ling Scouts. Solar is really diligent about scouting. And look at this. He actually did build the Roach Horn, let it finish, and will start up a bunch of roaches here. He's got layer done. That is a bold shade from Classic. He's not going to get really punished. It actually did buy him a lot of position. Ooh, you don't want to shade forward here, but he's going to go for it right into the Ling surround. And there's a lot of roaches on top of this as well. This is looking very good for Solar. Certainly, at least on paper. Actually, no, not just on paper. It is just looking great for Solar. And now he gets in on top of the second shade as well. The Lings will be able to hold this in position. So few drones actually going to fall here. Only gets 4 drones, including an additional... Sorry, 6 drones, including an additional set of Adepts coming on through. 16 Adepts. That was a ridiculously clean defense. Very well done by Solar. And he's actually so far ahead in this game. Look at this. Look at the supplies right now. Solar recognizing I can just go across the map and kill you. And oh, I love these dropped creep here. He doesn't have roach speed. Or overlord speed for that matter. But he doesn't have roach speed, more importantly. Still, this is 4 gas Zerg, which means that's a lot of Ravagers. Blink and +1 are just starting. Classic will need a miracle to defend here, and I just don't see how he is going to be able to do so. There's so much firepower with these Ravagers and Queens. Even Overlord being dropping some creep down here. Nice spread on this static defense, but it is going to be instantly depowered before it really can have an impact on this fight. Battery overcharge on the top side. That is going to get taken out as well. This army for Classic is trapped, as are the probes. Solar, he can start droning, actually, if he is so inclined. He's probably just going to win the game if he continues to attack, but he is now guaranteed a kill on his base, and actually, Classic, he's just going to tap out. GG gets called. Very well done from Solar. And if you enjoyed that game, if you enjoyed the series, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on the video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will catch you on the flip side. I'm Steadfast. Thank you.